Hi everyone, how's it going today? Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be starting Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars, and I had to really concentrate and make sure I said that right because it's a long title. But it's a little card game that uh, basically kind of came out at the end of last year by Yoko Taro, at least written. Obviously, he didn't make the whole thing, um, but it is, as far as I know, written by him. So I'm really curious to know what it's like. I did play the demo, but obviously kind of hard to gauge the whole game with only a little bite size of it. So I figured, you know what? Why not? I'm absolutely enough of a Yoko Taro slut to go in and buy the game. On sale, but still, I have standards. Anyways, let me go ahead and load it up and we'll get started. Um, Sorry. There we go. Okay, I was a little worried. But I think we're good. Yeah, I didn't adjust any of the volumes. Oh, I didn't actually adjust the volumes on my end either. Let me do that real quick. Okay, there we go. But I went through and did a little bit of customization. So, it should be all good. Oh, whoops, that's right. This game by default has the set confirm on... I'm gonna switch it. Oops, owned. Yeah, it's too confusing for me. I'm doing good, bro. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon, or should I say evening, morning. Morning? At any rate, I'm the Game Master. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Well, thanks.
Before we begin, there is something I must tell you. You see, my job is to draw you into this world with my voice and cards, which is why I believe it best for you to play with the sound on. In fact, I insist on it. However, as you can see, my voice is subtitled, so you can always read along as well.
We'll display the subtitles. You doing well? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. You can always change these settings later in options.
Now
Fair
then,
enough.
are you ready? Let's begin. Welcome to Voice of Cards. You are about to take the first steps of your adventure. Through a realm of sword and sorcery you will travel, battling bloodthirsty monsters as you strive to realize your ambitions. I have every faith you will accomplish great things here.
Oh, thank you.
I am merely a witness to your exploits. Now then, your departure draws nigh. May your journey be a safe one.
The Dragon and the Isle of Bliss.
We begin in a cave. The surrounding rocks are slimy with damp. It feels as if some foul creature could leap out from the shadows at any moment. Yet in this horrible place place gathers a fellowship of 3 adventurers. One is a young woman. You can tell just by looking at her, she enjoyed a good upbringing.
Can't argue with that.
Another is a stoic warrior. He stands at the ready, scanning his surroundings for any sign of threat. Last but not least is the old man. He has a sagely air and gazes into the darkness stretching out before him. These adventurers seek a certain treasure hidden in this cave.
So I did buy the DLC set. I think I bought like the deluxe edition or whatever that came with all the DLC. And the one thing I've done is change the Emil, change the player piece into the Emil piece, because I gotta rep my good boy.
The adventurers cannot leave without finding that treasure.
Okay, alright, alright.
An iron door towers before you. It has rather conspicuous handles.
So we can actually kind of peek and see what a candle, what a card has on it before we actually make a play. Well, it's got the rings on this side, so I'm assuming you pull on it.
The stoic man takes hold of the handles.
Oh, okay.
And pulls as hard as he can, but the door doesn't so much as budge. The stoic man winds his leg back and lets fly a powerful kick into the door. As his foot connects, the door trundles to the side. So it was one of those sliding contraptions.
Okay.
Something leaps out at the fellowship from the darkness.
Time to fight. The fight is on.
Oh?
The number in red indicates hit points. When a card's HP drops to 0, it becomes incapacitated. A card's attack is indicated on its lower left, and defense in its lower right. Give careful consideration to your and your opponent's values before acting. So we can generate a gem, which we use to make our attacks, or we can just do Frostbomb, which would deal, what is that, 20 minus 5 damage is 15, so that should kill it. A good warrior wastes no time. And back to exploration.
These adventurers have seen their fair share of battle and defeat their attackers with ease.
So I did play the demo, and in the demo they kind of start setting off from the queen, because the queen wants them to go get the treasure. And I think this might be kind of like the end of the demo here. Or maybe it's not, who knows? Oh.
As the trio approaches the treasure chest, an awful rumbling resounds deep in the cave. You shall not have it, a voice growls. Before the wary trio appear creatures the likes of which they've never seen.
Okay. This is a absolute banger of a boss theme, I can already tell. And it's interesting, because with the card motif, you might think that cards play, like, more of a role in this game, but, like, no, it's more of, like, a traditional numbers-based game, which is interesting. Deal wind damage to all enemies. And that, I was gonna say, that didn't exactly do a lot of damage, but there we go.
Nice work.
Thanks. A good warrior wastes no time.
The young woman edges around the monster's bulk to stand before the treasure chest. There is treasure inside, no doubt about it, but it's locked tight.
There's got to be some way of opening it. Maybe we'll use the torch?
The woman withdraws a tool that looks nothing like a key. Spoilers, it doesn't open the lock.
Oh, come on. Why would you ruin that for me?
The woman slides the simple key into the lock. The chest clicks open. Inside is what appears for all the world to be an ordinary medicine bottle.
Medicine. Medicinal-looking liquid in an ornate bottle.
At last, we've retrieved the royal treasure, the old man says. The woman and warrior exchange a nod.
The white-robed adventurers found the royal treasure.
Their quest complete, the triumphant trio put the cave behind them.
Until the dragon returned. Now the queen gathers adventurers to slay the dragon. Chapter 1. Journey in Pursuit.
This is Castle Advent. Queen Nilla reigns over the kingdom from within its walls. In the crowded audience chamber jostle all manner of knights, adventurers, and bounty hunters. The white-robed adventurers stand close to the throne. A palace guard calls over the tumult, "Be silent! Her Royal Majesty graces us with her presence." The cacophony ceases the moment Queen Nilla enters the chamber. Seated upon the throne, the Queen faces the crowd. Her lips part. "Thank you all for heeding my call to slay the dragon. Whatever it takes to defeat this reawakened evil, I ask that you do it. Whomsoever conquers this beast will be honored for ages to come and handsomely rewarded."
Ooh, handsomely rewarded.
At that, The gathered crowd cheers loud enough to shake the castle's very foundations. Leave the dragon to us, your majesty, say the white-robed adventurers, as if the beast's demise at their hands is assured.
Which, I mean, they're pretty strong.
Indeed, you did well to reclaim the royal treasure, the queen replies. I thank you, for my stomach becomes most upset without it. So the treasure is a staple of the royal medicine cabinet. It puts my mind at ease to know the Ivory Order offers its aid in slaying the dragon. The trio are disciples of the Ivory Order, a charitable organization beloved the realm over. Indeed, anyone would think this illustrious trio the heroes of our tale.
Unless you saw the box art.
But they'd be wrong. So we just gotta slay the dragon and we'll be drowning in gold. The man trails off, drooling over unknowable fantasies. Beside him, a strange creature lets out a chirping coo.
Hi, Fizz.
Pay attention, because this is important.
Okay, alright.
There he is, or there you are, I should say, the hero of our tale.
Are you saying I'm gold obsessed?
A humble bounty hunter. You love little in this realm more than coin.
Wow. That's harsh.
A seemingly tedious fellow who doesn't hesitate to claim the title of hero for yourself.
Hey!
When you heard about the quest to slay the dragon, it was the promise of reward that lured you to the castle. Now then, if you wish to officially register for the hunt, see me so I can get your signature.
They got you. That's true. That is my fashion color palette. And that's about where the similarities between us end.
You wonder why you need to sign anything, but head for the guard anyway.
Hope you're doing well, by the way, Fizz. Stand before the
Shall we?
guard and sign your name. Press the Y button whenever you need a reminder of what to do next. You will see cards with glowing edges on your adventure. Step onto one to trigger an event that will move the story along. It's below freezing tonight, so I'm just going to chill at home. That sounds like a good plan.
You haven't yet registered for the quest to slay the dragon. Go see the guard near the queen.
Okay.
Have you registered yet? Says the guard. Scared of the dragon? Scoffs the guard. We of the Ivory Order will be the ones to restore peace to the land, brags a white-robed man. My colleague made me come along, but he didn't mention we were going on a quest to slay the dragon, she says, trembling.
That seems like an important detail to just kind of leave out. What a dick.
You'll need tough gear if you're going to beat the dragon, the man tells you.
Yeah, the Ivory Order, faceless Ivory Order, dressed in all white, which is also what everybody in the kingdom is dressed in, like all like the queen and stuff, which is interesting. These illustrations are lovely. I should absolutely go look up and see who is like the lead artist on this. Because I was gonna say it's Yoshida. Oh shoot, I feel very bad because I kind of like forget at times what basically a lead artist on Nier Automata, as well as Final Fantasy XIV, did a bunch of character illustrations for it. Have I unlocked any cards? Nope, I haven't even unlocked Dipshit Hero Dude. Might as well make a save. Like a real save and not just an autosave. Alrighty, back to it.
Keep your ears perked. You never know what you might hear that'll lead you in the right direction.
Tempted to let the backpack pet
Man
lizard power level
says,
above the rest of the
"You
party.
think."
That would be pretty cool. I don't know how experience works. Like I think everybody, even dead, gets experience, and we only get the 3 party members total. Also, just remembered, I think this is the person who did illustrations for Drakengard 3 and probably the other ones as well. Let me look that up real quick. Person from Dragoon 3, aka Drakengard 3, is Kimihiko Fujisaka, which that looks right. Like looking at their art, it definitely looks very similar. It'd be gratifying to know your art's in a lot of beloved games. It really would be. Your friend put you in the dedications to one of your books, and it gives the warm fuzzies. Oh, that's really sweet.
That reward for slaying the dragon is as good as mine, barks the man.
Fair enough. Your twin over there is talking about selling me equipment.
You think the dragon's really as tough as they say? Asks the man, his knees knocking together.
Probably. It is a dragon.
The man takes one look at your companion and shrieks, "Monster!"
You don't belong in this world.
If the heroes of the Ivory Order are hunting the dragon, he's as good as dead, says the man, relief spreading across his face. The Ivory Order trio stands before you. They seem not the most approachable of parties, but... You don't think you have anything to say? On second thought, yeah, you still don't.
Can I try that again? Yes, I can. Okay. I accidentally peeked at the car for too long and actually got the... Because you can kind of peek if you hold down the button a little bit and ease it in, but I did...
You inquire about their identities.
Didn't leave it
We
enough.
are disciples of the Ivory Order. It is our duty to aid the realm and its people however we can.
Yeah, the narration so far seems like a lot of fun. Where like he's voicing the character but also kind of like remarking on it at the same time. It feels like it really nicely done so far. Like a real casual retelling of a story.
Medicine to distribute to people throughout the world. They begin blathering an answer to a question you didn't even ask. Sensing a long lecture ahead, you seize on the first chance to extricate yourself from their presence.
Interesting, because they don't look like the kind of people who make medicines.
You try to speak to Queen Nilla, but a guard blocks your path. Figures a nobody bounty hunter can't just walk up to a queen and start chatting like they're best friends.
It was worth a shot.
Sign here, says the guard, handing you a pen and paper.
Sroka, have you gotten that written down all right? That's right.
You sign your name. A fine name.
Thank you.
After you've signed, the guard motions to the strange creature beside you. The monster, too. You sign your companion's name as well. Mar. Mar, your friend and sometimes traveling companion. Though he can't speak the human tongue, he seems to understand it well enough. Thank you. Now we'll know what to have engraved on your tombstones.
Well, at least I'm actually getting a grave.
Can't ask the dead what name to mark their grave with, after all, the guard chortles. You want the reward as badly as you don't want to die. You figure you better make some strong friends.
Speak with the others gathered in the hall to form a fellowship for the journey ahead. Well, literally none of the people here seem like...
Let us depart. We have a realm to save. He grabs his less than enthused colleague by the wrist and drags her off.
Good luck, try not to
You'll
die.
catch a glimpse of the terrified look on her face, and then the two disappear out of the audience chamber.
Wonder what the frail guys are good for. The white-robed ones are just like the really, like, the dudes with the leather canteens. I think they're just regular Joe Nobodies.
No way am I adventuring with anyone who keeps that sort of creepy company, he says.
Wow.
You ask him to team up, but he refuses angrily. I ain't splitting the reward with nobody. You weren't planning on sharing either, so you don't try to change his mind.
I feel like if we want to team up with somebody, we're gonna need to share it.
Before you even open your mouth to ask him to team up, he cuts you off. Thanks, but no thanks. I'll let the Order handle this. Me, I'm heading home. Never know what you might hear that'll lead you in the right direction. The man wanders off somewhere, muttering to himself. You'll need tough gear, the man says, wandering off.
Not wrong.
I am one of the guards charged with the castle's protection. I'll leave the dragon slaying to you adventurers. I am one of the guards charged with the castle's protection. I take not a single step from my post.
Fair enough. Alright, well, let's go talk with these three. I'm sure these three will be like, oh yeah, no, sure, buddy.
Join forces with the Ivory Order trio? With no particular business, you take your leave.
I thought I could peek that card, but I guess it's just like a yes or no.
We select few are sufficient to defeat the dragon. We require no additional aid.
You know what? That's fair.
And we certainly don't require the aid of a no-name wastrel. With that, the trio takes their leave of the castle.
They're all secretly nasty. I would not put it past this game. Like the Ivory Trio. Sorry, not the Ivory Trio. The Ivory Order is definitely pretty suspicious. Well, just the two of us.
Yet to find any help for your quest. Things don't look that reassuring as they are, but the decision is up to you.
Okay, who have I not talked to at this point? I guess I could go talk to the guards.
Don't get yourself killed out there.
Ask the queen to go with you? Sure.
Asking Queen Nilla to join you is beyond preposterous. Better not even try.
Uh,
The castle will close to visitors shortly. Please be on your way. You're shooed out of the castle.
welp.
In the end, you set out, just the two of you, to hunt the dragon.
Sorry about that. At least it kind of reassures you didn't miss any options. Yeah, that is nice, actually. Set forth in pursuit of the dragon. Okie dokie. Oh.
A weapons merchant accosts you in the street, despite your best efforts to mind your own business.
Suspicious weapon merchant.
He speaks to you in a voice barely above a whisper. You want the most powerful weapon there ever was? He conspicuously checks his surroundings before revealing this weapon of apparent renown to you. To hear him tell it, this is a legendary weapon, and one of its kind at that. It can be yours for 20,000 gold pieces, he says.
It is beyond adorable, actually, that they show you the picture on the card, but they don't actually show you the stats. Because I know for a fact that I'm going to reveal that, and it's going to be like, this weapon does 0 damage.
You can smell the scam a mile away, and yet the aura of this weapon does have something of the legendary about it.
I don't even have 20,000 gil.
You ask who in their right mind would pay so much for something so clearly fake, stolen, or forged. Well, you know where to find me, if you change your mind, he says, tucking the weapon away.
Phoenix Flame, a forgery designed for looks, not capability. That's most forgeries.
How may I help you? The proprietress inquires.
Ooh, we can be able to buy bombs. Don't know that we want to buy bombs right now, though.
Will that be all? The proprietress asks.
Mal Ninja Katana. Basically what I'm thinking, it's like, it's going to turn out to be like something from
The
Voice
old
of
man
Cards
kindly warned
version
you
of
the
Bud K.
dangerous monsters outside of town. The door is shut tight. You spy a keyhole on it, suggesting the existence of a corresponding key. The child says you should see Nexton as soon as you leave the castle town.
What is Nexton? The next town?
You peek inside
Whoa!
the shop only to hear the owner call out that they're closed. Guess you won't be making use of them after all.
That is an impressive character design right there.
Before you stands a sign calling
And then
for
Afton
people
and
to join
Furton.
the hunt for the dragon.
Yeah, I would not surprise me.
Earlier, you saw the bit about the handsome reward for whoever slays the dragon, and hightailed it to the castle.
Thinking very hard about how I feel like there have been times in my life where I've been writing town names, and I would have probably done the same thing. Oh,
A woman stares at the sign, transfixed.
nice Near Automata coat.
Her face curls into a scowl as she notices you. Monster! The woman cries.
Oh, fuck!
And flings magic at Mar. Startled by the spell, Mar grows dizzy.
You shout.
You gather the dizzy Mar in your arms and glare at the woman. This ain't a monster, you growl, as the woman snarls over you. I hate monsters.
Time to squash her? Yeah, fucking up Mar?
The
How
two
dare
of
you.
bicker for quite a while.
1 hour later. Holy moly.
Inwardly, you call
Oops.
her unsavory names as your attention shifts to a different topic of conversation.
I accidentally skipped this card by accident. In the end, the woman admits she may have jumped to conclusions, but stubbornly refuses to apologize.
Turns out she really hates the dragon and would love to take him down with her own 2 hands. But she knows she's no match for him alone, so she's at a loss for what to do.
Why not team up with us? After all, 0 times 3 is better than 0 times 2.
When you tell her you're after the same thing, she squints down her nose at you. Fine, she says. I can help you.
I'm not actually sure what the thing behind her is supposed to be. I kind of thought I think she's wearing like some sort of bag, and then I don't know. Do we team up with the Black Cloud Women to slay the dragon? No.
No way are you teaming up with someone who attacked you out of the blue. But as you open your mouth to tell her off, I only want to see the dragon dead. I don't care about anything else, she mutters. You overhear her remarks and grin without thinking. Then you don't care about getting a share of the reward. You couldn't have asked for a better companion. Your opinion of her improved. You happily join forces with the black-clad woman. She introduces herself as Melanie. She tells you she is a witch, but says nothing of why she hates monsters or what grudge she bears against the dragon.
Yay! And see if we can get like a larger illustration. She desires power enough to slay the dragon with a single blow. The story is locked. The would-be hero. What matters most in life differs depending on the person. For him, it's money. Slaying the dragon might make him a hero, but more importantly, it'll make him rich. Okay, so if we look at the full illustration, we can see that there's like a bag, and then she's got like a wheel or something strapped to it. Very weird. It was love at first coup when our freewheeling bounty hunter met Mar, and they've been inseparable ever since. Who says bounty hunters can't have a soft side? Maybe everyone besides uses huge luggage. That's true, because, I mean, we've seen a couple of the NPCs having, like, these large canteens. No ruler is safe from fear and worry, but Queen Nilla harbors a knot in her gut unrelated to, and more personal than, the recent rise in monster activity. Okay. Item shop girl. She was a quick hire. Her gentle disposition was sure to attract a few more customers, they figured. No one was prepared for the crush of customers that ensued. Carriage master. At first, it has 4 legs, then 2, then 3. In the end, it has 10 legs. What is it? Is that actually a little bit at the end where it's like, it takes 5 people to carry a coffin? Is it 5 people to carry a coffin? I guess? Hi, Lane. Mars got better stats and you figure might be the muscle. It seems like it, yeah. Like, he's got better attack but less defense. We seem pretty decently well-rounded. And then Melanie, of course, is going to be the real heavy hitter. Yeah, this art is really cool. Have you ever... so I know you played a bit of Nier Automata, right? I think you said. But if you've not played Yoko Taro's previous games, it's the same artist as the Drakengard series, I think. Carriage Master was the most flexing we've seen in the art so far. Oh my god, yeah. Make your way to Nexton, south of Advent. Press the menu button to open the menu. Couldn't have figured that one out. There you perform various actions such as saving and changing skills or equipment. The cards you encounter on your journey will be added to your collection, found within the menu. Advent, where the adventure begins. Yeah, I have to imagine that's on purpose, especially with things like Nexton. Admire your card's illustrations, or replay movies you've unlocked. I hope they keep that up. Oh god, same. Enter Nexton, yes. Ask around Nexton for more information on the dragon.
Welcome to Nexton, hails a man.
Anything you want to ask him? Let's ask about the town.
The man doesn't respond to any question except to parrot back his original greeting.
Okay. If we reach Jeffsburg, I'll be disappointed. Unless it turns out the narrator's name is Jeff.
You try asking the man if he knows anything about the dragon. The man's eyes widen. He leans close, cupping his hand to his mouth. Welcome to Nexton, he whispers in your ear.
Okay.
The woman tells you she's so terrified of what might happen if the dragon attacks the town. She hasn't been able to eat.
Well, that's unfortunate.
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires.
Okay, so Mar uses claws. Interesting. Is that current gear? Yeah. Shadow cloth, a certain people's garb. Could buy a couple ring of protections. Probably not a bad idea to buy one for buy and equip to Melanie. Melanie is all set. Strictly coded NPC, yeah.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks.
Very, very interesting.
The man helpfully advises you take the opportunity to purchase equipment and curatives while you are in town.
Well, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I definitely know the feeling, not firsthand, of just people of just trying your very best to railroad people into be like, please, I
sits hunched over by the side of the road.
did not write more. I did not write more dialogue for this person. Please, you do not. I know that there is something about them that you thought was suspicious, but you are actually imagining things. You are off base. Please just go talk to the actual person I've written the adventurer about, who it will be suspicious, I promise.
Upon catching sight of you, she calls out for your aid. She's sprained her ankle and needs you to take her to the nearby apothecary. You try to lift the woman into your arms, but the weight's too much for you to bear.
Owned.
You lay the woman back down where you found her and mutter a quiet farewell before turning to leave.
Ah, fuck. The more and more that I'm playing through the actual game, I kind of wish I'd shown you the demo, because in the demo you play as the three buff lads, and the buff axe dude is easily able to carry the lady, and you actually take her to the apothecary. But owned.
Seeing that, Melanie snaps. What kind of person are you?
Damn. We'll help you, but we want a chunk of that giant bread you've got. Oh god, yeah. How do you respond? Ain't like it my fault.
Ain't like it's my fault she's hurt. You whine like a child. Ignoring you, Melanie gingerly helps the woman up. Mar bends so the woman can get on his back, and the two of them head off in search of the apothecary. You watch them walk away for a moment before following, complaining to yourself about what a waste of time this is.
We're good people. Okay, so we actually are going to take her to the apothecary. And by we, I mean everybody but our main character. You can jump over to upwards facing terrain cards. Use the right stick to choose the direction you want to jump, then press the A button. Try jumping to the apothecary. Okay, so I can... Oh, what the fuck? I thought like it would be like a quick travel thing, not like
you
a...
arrive at the apothecary.
Literally, I am going to jump over everything else.
After taking a curative, the woman begins hopping up and down. Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine, she beams. She thanks you and pulls something from her breast pocket.
One. You have no idea how to use it, but put it somewhere safe in the meantime. Okay.
You've helped someone, albeit not quite out of the goodness of your own heart.
Really rubbing it in, aren't you?
It might be a good idea to do that again, should you come across anyone else in need of assistance.
Yeah, I get it.
If you do, I'm sure something good will happen.
You filled the necessary requirements and unlocked Mature Woman's Flipside story. You can read special stories about the characters and enemies you collected along with your cards. Progress through the adventure and defeat the myriad enemies in your path to collect every special story. View your collection? Sure, we did already see it, but I guess we'll look at the Mature Woman's card. Oops, that's items. Yep, that's the salve. What's the other item I have unlocked then? Oh, Inspirelixir. That's a lot of equipment cards, holy moly. One. A lot of cards in this game. Mature Woman. Every morning, she wakes up early to get breakfast ready, and every morning she has to take her husband's abuse. There's only so much a woman can stomach. Gee, thanks. Really uplifting story. I'm sure that the backside will have just as much good stuff. Oh, yeah! Oh, this is a Yoko Taro game. The mornings are quiet now, save for the soft sounds of chopping. Her husband vanished some days ago, and ever since, meat's been on the menu more often than not. Hello there. Striking out on your own, are you? Oh, I've been at this long enough to size people at a glance. Don't worry, I'll make you exactly what you need.
It seems the majority of the world's medicine is made by the Ivory Order. Many people depend on it. That's probably part of the reason the Order has so many ardent supporters.
Seems like a fair assumption.
How may I help you? The proprietress inquires.
Cure the target of poison. Deadly poison. By 2. How many salve do I have? Pepper upper. seems like I can't actually tell how much I
Would that be
have
all? The
on me. I guess I could go into
proprietress
sell and see my quantity there. I have 3. Okay, that seems like a fair number to start with. Oh, okay, generates facilitate escape dungeons. Deals 5 damage to target. That definitely doesn't seem like a lot, but then again, it doesn't help that we were just palling around with beefy lads for the tutorial, and so like my idea of what like reasonable damage numbers should be are probably kind of out of whack. But whatever, we'll buy 2 bombs, keep them in our back pocket.
The girl says if you follow this road northwest for a bit, you'll come to Thriston.
Oh boy. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Plain Girl's Flipside story. Oh boy. The bomb could break defense if the damage is just 5. I would have thought it'd be written on the card if that were the case, but I mean, we'll use them in battle at some point. Rain patters the window. A picture book lies open. Paper and paint perfume. Tiny fingers turn the page. The book is upside down. No more light in her eyes. Only memories of mother. A painted rainbow bleeds. That one's also sad, but not like as in your face.
Apparently a monster researcher lives in Thriston and might know something about the dragon.
Maybe the cards might say more when you discover extra uses. Maybe. Visit the good doctor in Thriston.
It seems you've learned all you can here. Time to move on.
Will do.
On your way to defeat the dragon, are you? The innkeeper inquires as you set foot inside. The innkeeper gives you a room free of charge in a show of support for any and all who wish to defeat the dragon.
Sure. Not that we're injured, but maybe that
Party
will
leaves the inn feeling rested.
figure out the... Nope. I thought it might figure out... It might reveal the innkeeper's backstory, but of course it wouldn't. Oh, God.
As your eyes roam everywhere but the path you walk, you barrel right into someone.
Ah. The beefy lads.
When you turn to see who it is, you see the Ivory Order trio from the castle. Winifred, are you all right? The sagely old man asks the woman, voice full of concern. I'm fine, the woman called Winifred replies. Thank you, Hedwin. Berwin, the old man calls, turning to their stoic companion.
All very Welsh names.
He jerks forward, as if to defend Hedwin and Winifred. The trio advances on you. How dare you treat disciples of the Ivory Order with such disrespect? They're the ones who ran into you, so if anything, they should be apologizing. We were standing still, says Hedwin, his quiet tone believing the anger on his face.
It was worth a try.
Muttering a half-hearted apology, you try to keep walking. But that's when you notice something in your hand. Looks like you accidentally grabbed Winifred's coin purse when you ran into her.
Accidentally.
Thief, bellows Berwin, drawing his weapon. Guess you've got to fight your way past.
This is gonna end extremely poorly. Oh! Yikes. Oh, Melanie's fucking
Don't
dead.
worry. The coffin card is down, but there's still...
At least it was pretty obvious this is a fight we were 100% meant to lose. We're just kind of...
The Ivory Order laid you out flat.
We're just in a corner, all in a pile.
The Ivory Order trio looks at you like they can't believe such a weakling would even try to hunt down the dragon.
Wow.
Taking pity on your ineptitude, the Ivory Order trio uses their magic to heal your wounds. We mustn't tarry any longer. To the monster researcher of Thryston with us, Hedwin urges his companions and the trio depart.
Yay, we're complete failures. Lead the party onwards and search the dragon once your business in town is complete. Which, I think it is. I don't think we've got anything else to do here.
Aimless wandering can be fun, but if you want purpose and direction, I'd suggest sticking to the path.
I feel like the witch would ditch you at this point. She went down just as easily. And also, anyone who's just, like, goes in and goes like, I just want the dragon dead, I don't care about anything else, may not have, like, the best track record when it comes to making good decisions. You do dungeons, you encounter enemies, which you do battle. Your adventure will be over if everyone in your battle is KO'd. You continue from your last save point, so it is in your interest to save often. Which, we'll go ahead and make a save right now. This seems like a good time as NT. Overwrite the data? Sure thing. Enter Nexton? No, I did not mean to do that. An enemy appears. These are gems. You'll need to spend them to use certain skills. You gain 1 gem whenever you take an action, and can store up to 10 at any time. This icon indicates how many gems a skill costs. You can't use the skill if you don't have enough gems. Select items with the X button. Make sure to use items when you need them. While carrying many items, press the left bumper button or the right bumper button to scroll. Some of your attacks are elemental in nature. The 6 elements are fire, water, bolt, wind, light, and dark. Cards take more damage from elements they're weak to, and less damage from elements they are resistant against. Knowing your enemy's weaknesses and strengths will help you choose which skills to wield to your advantage. Makes sense? Oh my god. This... I feel like Did I, like, unequip my dude's things? I feel like I'm going crazy. I think the idea is that the hero has, like, a bunch of... like, it does, like, a multi-hit thing, but each attack is relatively weak. When you're low on HP, open the menu and select Own Cards to use a recover item, or take a rest at an inn in town. View your cards? No, we're good. I do... He's got... Yeah, he's... Excuse me. He's got stuff on, he just kind of sucks. Which, I guess that makes sense. Wonder how attacks miss. Like, I wonder what how that's calculated, because you don't have accuracy or anything, so... Oh, we're gonna be like this, are we? Well, it turns out you were weak to fire, so I should have done that from the start. Yay! Oh. The sword user gets the heal. Interesting. Which, you know, makes some sense. Treasure chest found. Inspira Elixir. Nice, that's a good find. What's the sign? This way to Thriston. Through the desert?
And fight.
Sorry about that. Latest YouTube spam bots. They're fun. They're great. I don't even know what they're doing. It doesn't even look like a URL, but it's just fucking garbage. Hate it. Guess I should look into some sort of moderation bot to deal with that, but this is the first time I've had to deal with bots actually coming into live streams. Most of the time before that, they would just comment on videos already existing. So it was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. I wonder if the boat is here. Because this is where the boat is to take you to the island that the tutorial dudes were on when they went to go get the medicine. Deal damage equal to value of 2 rolled dice. 10 damage, not bad. Crunch. The way, like, the animations are used to convey the way the card is moving is really funny to me. Just because I'm thinking real hard about, like, a card game in which, like, oh yeah, you physically have to roll the card on top of the other card and it'll deal an extra damage. Seems like probably like a Yu-Gi-Oh style rule.
And fight.
Okay. We did it. Oh, we don't actually have to cut through the desert. not that cutting through the desert is... Like, cards don't seem to have any kind of, like, terrain cost from crossing them, so...
About the enemy.
I will, thank you. I have to remember that gems are not a resource I keep in between battles. There's no reason for me to not no reason for me to just not be spending them. That's what they're for. Oh, lightning strike. All right, so we've got 3 of 6 elements covered at this point. Oh boy, we can see the orc child's story. I'm sure it'll be a fun story to tell. Listen carefully in any woodland, and you're bound to hear the methodical tip-tapping of these little fellows' wooden mallets. Monster that consider them master crafts orcs. Night after night, the orc children scour the corpses of the monsters they've killed, searching for the raw materials necessary to make their next instrument of death. Interesting that they also hunt monsters themselves.
You kick a rock down the road, muttering about what jerks those 3 from the Ivory Order are. Cut it out, chides Melanie. She warns you your anger will only come back to bite you in the rear.
Says the woman who thinks only about killing the dragon.
You grumble.
Oh fuck.
Your sulking is cut short when out of the thicket leaps a monster. The rock you kicked must have hit it, because it is really mad. Brace yourself for battle.
We either have, like, the best kick in existence, or we are completely blind, because we did not see that this creature was just hanging out. Both are equally possible. Large lad. Let's try fire first. Fire is always a good fire starter. Alright, now, lightning strike. It is not weak to lightning. Sorry about that. I need a better system for this. Well, it's almost dead, but let's just go ahead and see if wind is the good shit. Wind was not the good... Oh, no, wind is the good shit against it. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Congrats.
Thanks. That was a fight for the ages. Let us enter Thriston. Lucky for you, there are all sorts of establishments in town to support your adventure. Would you care to have them explained? No, I have a pretty good idea of how shops work. These establishments are here to help you, so don't be a stranger.
It seems the sound of a flute could once often be heard coming from the doctor's house. His neighbors complained about the noise, though, and all has been quiet since. Well, if it isn't the head of the National Inn Association's son, the innkeeper blurts out, overcome with surprise. You've clearly been mistaken for someone else, but the innkeeper looks so excited that you dare not burst her bubble. Your room is free.
That's... Oh my god, this is going to be wonderful. This is going to be seriously wonderful if every single inn we come across has a different reason for being free. Thanks.
The man says you'll need a torch to explore caves, and he adds, it just so happens you can buy them at the item shop. You get the feeling he probably works for said shop.
Probably does. But I can't see any fault with his logic, so... I wonder how torches work. I guess we'll just buy one for now. Oil pot. Yeah, we're gonna keep that in our back pocket. Probably end up never using it, because I'm very bad at remembering when to use items, but you know what? Seems like a pretty significant buff to fire damage. I fucked that up. Okay, just use the right stick and aim at the card you want to go to.
The man scours his skin with a washcloth, trying to rid himself of all odor. Apparently, he blames his natural musk for his unlucky love life. You catch a whiff of scent wafting off him. It is rather pungent.
That's unfortunate.
An idea strikes you. Maybe getting rid of the toxins within the body would get rid of the odor without, too.
Test your theory by giving the man an antidote? Sure.
You hand him an antidote and he chugs it down. As soon as he's finished, the odor completely disappears.
Trying hard in the game? No worries, Fizz. Good luck.
Overjoyed, the man resolves to tell the person he likes how he feels. From his breast pocket, the man pulls out something to give you in thanks.
The little trends in the game. Yeah, they're so cute so far. He gave me a mysterious card too. Nice. Go to the game parlor.
Apparently, monsters have been mugging people along this stretch of road lately. The Ivory Order is searching for where they're stashing the stolen goods.
Okay. Oh. No, I cannot. Look at the well.
The woman tells you a monster stole something very valuable from her. If only someone could get it back for me, she sighs. What did it steal, you ask? Medicine, says the woman, to give my skin a lustrous glow.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything new in the apothecary shops. No, but I guess I should restock my antidote. Who's up here in the corner?
The woman, who fashions herself a missionary of love, haughtily cries she's too beautiful and popular for her own good.
Wouldn't know what that feels like. Ooh. These is the good shit. I appreciate there was nothing more to do with rest of the info. Yeah, I think it tells us the stuff, and we're just kind of like, that's good to know. We're just gonna go now. I really want to increase main character's stats because it's so sad to see when they do like 0 damage. Let's go to the game part. Yes, thank you. I know how equipment works. I have played an RPG before.
Come play cards, the boy at reception calls.
Let's see if I remember how to play this game. I played it like once in the demo. No, because you make pairs. I remember now. Begin the game. I remember now. Yeah, you make pairs, and then you can have 5 pairs in total in your hand, and whoever has the most points wins. Let's see who will go first. Every time a game says we're gonna play cards, I expect Caravan. I actually don't know that I ever played Caravan in New Vegas. I think I was just too intimidated. I was like, I don't know how Caravan works, and I guess I just refused to learn. Use the cards. Okay, I thought. Oh, I don't have any cards that make a set. Oh, I've got 3-4. Until you have 1 card in your hand. I want to discard cards with the lowest face value, if I remember correctly. Get the fact that I forgot that they have a pair of 3s, or they already had a 3, so I gave them a 3, so now they've got a 6. Kevin, use whatever cards you may have found lying around. It's like head-to-head solitaire. Oh, right. Shoot, I made a very poor tactical decision here. So it is worth 8 points. Yes, that sounds good to me. That's a set of 5. 4. Oh, good lord. Ow. That's a lot of points. Cards from the deck. Hit Y to see all. Okay, they don't have any additional cards lying around, so I still think, I guess, the best thing to do is to keep the highest value cards, because you seriously have... That's bullshit. Quality Goblin. Oh, it is an absolutely quality Goblin. Oh my god. This is bullshit. What? Okay, but then the game parlor is thankfully throwing, so I guess whatever. Can I make a set of 6, 5, 7? There we go. Set is worth 18 points. Not bad. Can you get a set of 3? Yes, you can. Still only worth 3 points, so it's... You're gonna discard it immediately unless you're... Yeah, okay. If I saw a Delhan Wolf, I'd be sensitive and wanted to bite me. What would it be capable of? I don't know. Maybe it would just, like, run into you and spray ghost ectoplasm from its empty head. Who knows? Alright, so they've got a 3. I have to discard. It's 8. If I discard the 2, that'll give them a... Actually, that was a real dumb decision. They have better sets than this. Doesn't matter. My hand would disappear in the mist. That'd be kind of cool. And also, you know, spooky. Oh, please give me the good cards. There we go. I'll take 2 8s. So we're 16 points. You can only have... Well, how about these mushroom lads? Discard until you have 1 card left in your hand. What's the card they're keeping? 7. Okay, well then I'm discarding the 2. Set is worth 6 points. I don't know why they let me spam the A button here when I was just waiting for players. It's my turn. Ah, darn. Okay. Well, I'll take the 2 6s. Set is worth 12 points. I'll get rid of my set of pair of 4s. Bring me down to 46. Discard. Discard the 2. Keep the 5. That's the game, and I think I just barely scraped ahead. There we go. Easy peasy. And that's the card game.
Good job. The boy praises you, proffering a gift in commemoration of your first win.
Marble dice. Cool. I already have a mill dice, though, and that's all I need. New. Add skills. Oh, no. Barely made it. GG, Nori. Yeah. Look. Any win is a blowout. Never should have tried.
Sai Pry and Ombre, I'm sorry. Emperor has lived here for many years, conducting research on monsters.
Holy shit. Oh my god. I don't know why. I don't know why I think that's the best thing ever, but that's so good. That is so powerful. I'm so glad that that they have the narrator willingly mess up on that stuff.
All the townsfolk affectionately call him Cypri.
Man, yeah, man's just trying to do the job.
If anyone knows anything about the dragon, it's him. He's a veritable monster expert.
Do we want to ask Cypri about the dragon? No.
With no particular business, you take your leave.
I'm really hoping that all the no's have funny refusal dialogue, but I'm starting to think that maybe it's not worth it.
If he knows anything about the dragon. He says he'll tell you if you do him a favor.
Did your flute get stolen by the monsters?
The monsters stole a precious treasure from him.
No thanks. I don't care about the dragon. Yeah.
If you
the game just
reclaim the
immediately
treasure,
ends.
Cypri promises to tell you all he knows about the dragon.
Sure.
It seems the treasure-thieving monster makes its hideout in the Western Cave. That's where you'll want to head.
I'm gonna go home and grind wheat. I'm gonna learn to bake. Alright. Off to the Western Cave. We have everything that we need, I think. I'm gonna go to the carriage shop, see if it's open yet.
Welcome. 100 gold pieces will get you wherever you're headed, the master says as you set foot in the carriage shop. You will be instantly transported to any location you've previously visited. Travel for 100 gold pieces?
I do not, in fact, want to travel for 100 gold pieces, thanks. I have no business in Nexton or Advent. Alright, well, it's called the Western Caves, so I feel like it's a good idea to start heading west. There it is. You've reached the Western Caves entrance. A perilous dungeon lies ahead. Adventurers are advised to be at least level 3 before entering. I think we're level 3. Interesting that they have little...
I can't reach the furthest depths of the cave. It may be impossible to proceed without a torch.
Interesting that they actually bother to signpost oh, you should be this level by this time. What will you do? Gee, I don't know.
You light the torch. It'll be much easier to explore now with your surroundings better illuminated.
It actually changes the lighting. Which I guess leads me to believe that the game master went and turned off all the lights. And just handed me a lantern or something.
Though the torch lights your immediate surroundings, you still cannot peer far into the distance.
Use your signs that when you first encounters a bear who turns you into paste. Yeah. Ability to manipulate the camera has been restricted. But an enemy appears. That was quick. Let's try fire. Fire was, in fact, the correct choice.
Fortune favors the bold.
I'm curious if they're resistant to lightning. Doesn't seem like it. Ow. Alright, guess it means I have to look into actually getting an auto mod for this kind of stuff. It's the absolute, like, lamest, boring bots, too. Whoops. Orc Childs were... Actually, we never did actually go see if Orc Childs were weak to flame, but... They should... Oh, they're weak to wind. Okay, good to know.
Nice work.
Thanks. And skeletons I know because I played through the demo and also the beginning of fight of this game. They're weak to holy, which, you know, should come as zero surprise to anybody. But are they weak to lightning? No, but it doesn't look like they're resistant to it either. Vent.
The ground tinkles beneath your feet. You look down to find it is littered with empty medicine bottles. Has someone been on a bit of a binge? A message is carved into the ground. Never forget. A bitter final missive from an adventurer done in by monsters, perhaps.
Interesting. I'm gonna take this opportunity to say that, like, in the tutorial, if you weren't there, like, we went into a cave to, like, get back a royal treasure that had been stolen by monsters from the queen, and the monsters literally said, like, you can't have this back, or whatever. So, and also, of course, the ivory collection, ivory whatever, makes all the medicine in the world. Starting to wonder if maybe they make it out of monster parts or something? In some very fucked up... I don't know. Definitely something a little suspicious right now. I mean to go... Oh my god. Just go diagonally. At least these bots are pretty benign. Yeah, I mean, they're whatever. I'll take a salve over either of those any day. Except a day that I'm poisoned or paralyzed, but, you know. I have spares, so I don't care.
And fight.
Don't trust this medicine so much anymore. Yeah, no, this definitely seems very suspicious. But also dying to poison stinks. That is also true. Wow. That was a fight for the ages. If you say so. Another oil pot. Sweet.
And fight.
Well, that's unfortunate. I'll task you with killing the mushroom. I don't know why I didn't just, like, use the fire thing. Saving up these gems is literally nothing for me. I have to remember that never do a basic attack unless you really have to. Ow. Not bad.
Excellent.
Let's go ahead and heal Melanie, and we'll finish off the skeleton with Mar. Okay, so when it says it deals damage equivalent to the thing of 2 dice, it ignores armor, I guess. It is literally just however much damage so however much you roll. So it's really good right now, and it'll probably start to really drop off later. Interesting. You aren't going to kill that. Not gonna kill that mushroom in one hit anymore. Very sad. But you'll probably kill this orc in one hit, which you did. Good stuff. A+. Always knew you had it in you. Lightning strike.
Good work.
Filled the necessary requirements and unlocked Red Fungo's enemy story. Alright. Let's take a look at it. That's owned cards. Red Fungos are fiercely territorial, killing all who set foot in their land and turning the corpses into Red Fungo colonies. Forest creatures fear their swelling ranks. Forest dwellers so covet the red fungo as a health food that they leave monster carcasses in the forest and return to collect them once the fungos have colonized them. Interesting. Money. They're called fungos, yeah. As in they go to collect your body.
And fight.
I like the card aesthetic a lot, but I definitely have to agree with everybody. And I think my own observations from the demo that
About the enemy.
going in and out of this combat thing so much definitely starts to drag a little bit with just how often that you're like having to put away the cards, take out the game table, do everything else. There is an option to do like overclocking essentially. It like makes the game faster, but also it says like, oh, it might also break game scripts, so you can tell it was really well implemented. Unlock skull soldiers. Let's take a look at that. There it is. A powerful curse clings to the bones of these former humans, which pry themselves from the grave in search of release. Dispel the curse to render them an ordinary pile of bones. There once was a couple consumed by an ill-fated love, only to be reunited in undeath. So overjoyed were they at their good fortune that they both passed into a sweet, eternal slumber. Oh, that's nice. I guess.
The door is shut tight. It seems some strange force keeps it barred. Upon closer examination of the door, you spot a cavity that looks like some sort of sphere should go there.
Some sort of orb. Alright, let's go find that orb. Bonk. There we go. Good ending for zombies? Yeah, I know. I did not expect that. They became undead, and instead of being like, oh no, this is the worst, I hate it, they're like, oh, great. And then they went into slumber. Magic sphere acquired. A spear containing magic unlike any wielded by humans. Okay. I don't think Melanie leveled up. How is she doing different damage on the same attack? Especially when the fire does just like a flat increase. What the hell? I don't know how this game's combat system works. I thought I did.
Don't hold back.
Yay. That extra 8 damage made all the difference in the world, Melanie. Thank you. Insert this magic spear in the cavity.
You do nothing and take your leave.
Great. I still remain in false hope that saying no will lead to something funny and not just them going like, yeah, okay, you don't do anything.
You put the magic sphere into the cavity and the door opens.
Inspire Elixir. Cool. Oh, we can go down a level. Whew. Ow. Yeah, not really weak to anything in particular that Melanie has, so might as well just use what I got. Nice. Guess the zombies were like ghosts in that regard. They have their own worldly attachments. It seems like it. Like, I guess that's what they're going for. It's like, oh, well, they found each other and they're happy about that, so they're just gonna go now. So, okay. Ow. Really, the only thing about the, like, I mean, one of the things about the combat system I find really weird is, like, I have to kind of remember to, like, I can heal in combat. I healed the wrong person. Oh my fucking god. Whoops.
Congrats.
Thanks. Learned Cure. Oh. Well, now we have less of a reason to use antidotes ever. Event.
A claret trail leads you deeper into the cave. Was the walking wounded a monster or a human? A knot forms in your gut. You raise the torch to get a better look at your surroundings. The walls have been gouged and scarred as far as you can see. Another message comes into view, written in tiny letters among the scars. I will find you. What horrors transpired here?
Don't like that. Here you go, Mar. Have yourself Ivory Legion Classic. I should actually make a save. I feel like that is a smart thing to do right about now. Alrighty.
You press on, deeper into the cave. Light floods into the chamber, illuminating a scene so startling, you nearly drop the torch altogether. Two mummified bodies lie close beside one another, their hands clasped together.
Oh, okay.
Beside them, a message written in blood. We leave together.
So I guess that's... Maybe this is the people the skeleton was
Perhaps they
talking...
were
messages
lovers.
talking about.
Whatever the case, you notice the bellwether nestled in their hands. You gently pry it free, bend a knee, and say a small prayer for the dearly departed.
Hey, cool. Free bellwether. Oh, that's a large lead. That's a real large lead right there. Two. Pain. Well, Mar, take care of it, please. Thank you.
Fortune favors the bold.
So 12 minus 7, or sorry, 12 minus 5 is 7. So if this does 7 damage, that's how it calculates it, but... Yeah, okay, I don't know. Yay! Roundhouses. Oh, that looks fun. Oh, well, that's the end of that. That's a lot of dudes. Oh, fuck. Mars in trouble. Deal damage to all enemies. Sure. Bonk. Here you go, Mar. Three damage.
That was lucky.
You know what? No, you are right. That was lucky. The critical is lucky, even if one of the hits did 0 damage. Can't complain about that part. I think we want to take the side route. Oh. Critical heal. Fancy lad. Ooh, nicely done. This particular track really reminds me of Valheim for some reason. Remembering that I spent most of my time in Valheim making shitty... Sorry, making shitty, like, wooden houses, because it was, like, my favorite thing to do. Because they look real nice. Despite the fact that I also just called them shitty. Accessories. Here you go. I feel like it's fair to give Mar more speed. Because I think Mar is the slowest member in our party.
Let's do this.
Nice.
Nice work.
Oh, now Mar's faster than the hero. Bonk. Wow. And it was all worth it, too. Mar gets treated special as a matter of course. Absolutely. Mar is the most valuable member of our party. Well, I think we're coming up to the boss. Another critical melody. You do spoil me.
That was lucky.
I wonder what the maximum number of enemies you would ever fight in a battle is. Because I don't think it's been more than 3.
You did great.
Not that it seems like there's any reason you couldn't find more, but...
You make to open the chest, but an ominous voice echoes around you. I will not relinquish my horde. The next instant, something leaps at you out from the darkness.
Ooh. Oh. Cards affected with paralysis cannot move until the ailment is cured or wears off. Well, fuck. Okay, and cards can't have more than one ailment at a time. Good to know. Got cards ailments with the Y button. How use items? It's X. A curative will serve. And now... Oops, no. Please, take an oil pot. Just threw oil right on the card. Cards affected with elements resist down will take 5+ damage from attacks of the specified element. Makes sense. Oh, ow. Ow, 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 ow. But that's fine. Because now it's my turn to kick some ass. 13 minus 8 is 7, so... Average roll on 2 dice is what? 5, 6, 7, so... Ah, fuck it. Win big. Lose big. Please. No. Stop. Alright, have a bomb. Bombs are not elemental. Good to know. Ow. Fuck it. I'm gonna be so fucking sad if he goes for the paralyze on Melanie again. But, I mean, makes sense. If I'm setting up for elemental combos. Oh, Mar! Mar's in danger, but it's fine. Oh, good shit. That's the good shit that I was fucking craving. Could be a transparent plastic overlay. That's true. Which would be kind of cool.
That was lucky.
Nice. All right. Deal damage equal 2 of roll dice. You done deal snake eyes. That's embarrassing. Embarrassing last attack to go out on.
You did great.
Deal water damage. Inflict freeze if roll is 5 or greater. Nice. Now we get some status ailments of our own.
The monster defeated, you turn toward the treasure chest. And see those Ivory Order jerks rooting through it. You rush over, but you're too late to stop them. Sweet of you to take care of the monsters for us, trills Winifred, favoring you with a smile. Tucking the spoils from the chest safely into a bag, the Ivory Order trio stroll away whence they came.
Goddamn power move.
Knowing you couldn't stop them if you tried, you can do nothing but stand slack-jawed and watch them go. The chest is empty, save for a ragged doll. Nice of them to leave us the trash, you grumble in irritation.
Now we got plenty of reason to hate us, yeah. Also, unfortunately, I think we did burn away the cape, which is too bad. Mark could have used a
For some
cape.
reason, Melanie picks up the ragged doll.
Aw, look at it.
Your shoulders slump. All that effort, and this is all you get to show for it? You find nothing else even close to treasure. Hope Cypri is ready for bad news. Leave now would be the fastest way out. You decide to stay and explore the cave a little longer.
Nice that they allow us to just kind of do what I want. But you know I've got to look through the rest of the cave here. Even though there is absolutely not going to be anything else in here, and I've completely wasted my time.
About the enemy.
Whoops, I forgot I actually get to choose, but that's fine. I'll absolutely take an oil pot. Unlocked Ogre's requirement story. Cool. Okay, now we're just going to use that item. Items. Bellwether. What does inspecting it do? Oh, yep, that sure is a card. Off we go.
Here to stay the night? The innkeeper asks the moment you set foot in the inn.
Yes, is my answer as soon as I set foot inside the inn. Okay, let's go ahead and do the doctor's house story, and then I think that'll be it for tonight, once we finish talking to him.
Were you able to find my treasure? Cypri asks. This is all we found, says Melanie, withdrawing the ragged doll. Cypri's eyes widen as soon as he sees the doll, and he reaches out to take it. Without breaking his gaze away from the doll, he begins to speak. Cypri tells you he gifted this doll to his young daughter a long time ago.
Oh, great! I'm sure this has a very happy ending of a story.
But she fell gravely ill and died.
Oh, that didn't take long at all.
Since then, Cypri has treasured this doll as he treasured his daughter. Then the monsters took it from him. Cypri turns to Melanie, his head bowed deeply in gratitude. So you reclaimed the treasure by complete accident. You step closer to Cypri.
Very good heroes. What? No, thank you. I'd be happy with coin. Fucking tell us about the dragon.
What do you know about the dragon? You rudely inquire. Cypri gestures as if to say, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Far to the east of town is a place called Unionville, where monsters and humans live together in harmony. According to Cypri, you might be able to learn something there, as the dragon and monsters are not totally unrelated. Upon hearing that, you turn on your heel to leave. Cypri calls out to stop you. Journeying to Unionville entails traversing the dense expanse of the bewildering wood. You'll need this, he says, and holds out something for you.
Hey, we got the Orcarina.
You won't make it through the bewildering wood without it, Cypri says.
Yeah, I've also had a longing to go back to Valheim, although I haven't gone back since they made the big adjustment or whatever that was in October, where they like really fucked with how core combat stuff works, and I'm kind of nervous to go back and actually like get into it. Because I don't think people were very happy with it. But on the other hand, I just kind of want to build my shitty wooden houses again.
Your sights set on the distant Unionville, you resolve to navigate through the bewildering wood.
Like Dr. Cypri's story.
Now that she's reunited with her stolen skin medicine, the woman couldn't be happier.
You started in November. Okay, maybe then it was already in place by then.
All thanks to the heroes from the Ivory Order, she says. A huge smile on her face, she begins applying the medicine all over her skin.
Good for them, I guess.
Apparently, the woman is being harangued by some man who keeps asking her out. I don't know how many times I have to tell him he's just not my type, she sighs.
Huh. Well, I'm sure that doesn't have anything to do with us.
The man, who no longer smells, told the person he likes how he feels, but he was still rebuffed. The smell may be gone, but he's still determined to polish himself up for that special someone.
Found a ring of tall unbreakable stones put walls together for my first proper base, and I'm considering a stone fort close to the swamp. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And definitely, you have to make a lot of different little bases, because usually you have to go in and get materials, like the ores or whatever, and you can't just teleport those through the gates, which can be annoying, although I get what they're trying to go for it. Bathing Man, what a glow up. Yeah. No longer smells, so hooray. Oh. So he stopped playing the flute, but he never actually lost it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and finish off by reading a couple of the stories that we got unlocked, and then we'll pick this up next week, because tomorrow is Dragon's Dogma. What am I looking for? Oh, we actually get... Winifred was born into the Ivory Order and raised as a dignified lady. Her fellow Order members find her mage traveling a boon on their travels. Berwyn. The Ivory Order values warriors as level-headed and trustworthy as Berwyn. Warriors who approach wood chopping and bodyguard detail with equal amounts of intensity and fortitude. The entire Ivory Order reveres Hedwyn for his wisdom. When a young woman was placed into his care, his obsessive focus on etiquette revealed another side. Exacting disciplinarian. Interesting. Here we go. Dr. Cypri. Cyprien Nambre is a longtime scholar of monsters and monster behavior. Most people in his village simply call him Cypri. Cypri studies monsters for the sake of his daughter, a daughter whom, curiously, no one has ever seen. Her moist, glistening eyes, the lone bright spot in her dimly lit shop, locked on me as soon as I set foot inside. Her uncanny, croaking laughter sent shivers down my spine. He confessed his love to her and asked her to live together with him. He pledged to make her happy. She nodded and agreed readily. Rumors around that the sweet, innocent boy who greets patrons of the game parlor receives a small bonus from the owner whenever the house wins in a game of cards. Pronunciation, thank you. The careless manner with which ogres brandish their large stone axes make them very dangerous indeed. Most monsters flee the instant they hear an ogre's footfall. Ogres spend their days endlessly training deep in their caves, lest their compatriots mock them for being too scrawny. Bullied over gains. How sad. Anyways, I think we'll go ahead and save and leave it off there for now. Oh no, how do I... Is there actually not a way to... Oh no, here we go. Options. Other. Quick game. Lost if you quit without saving. Don't quit without saving. Don't do it. Anyways, so that game so far, now that I'm actually kind of in it and seeing a lot more of what it has to offer, like past what like the demo had to show, I'm really enjoying it so far. Even if the actual game bits are kind of whatever, but I'm definitely invested enough to keep trying it. So last thing for us this week is scheduled is some Dragon's Dogma tomorrow, which what the hell were we doing in Dragon's Dogma the last time? We just finished the Water Palace. And so we're heading on back and seeing our next thing, I think. So that should be pretty interesting stuff. This Dragon's Dogma, also a real fun game. As we all know. We all know how good Dragon's Dogma is by now. But that'll be it for me tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Absolutely, game has that juicy personality, which I was absolutely hoping that it was, because I mean it is a game written by Yoko Taro, so I kind of had a good feeling about it, but also it kind of feels like they've wanted to like slap his name on a bunch of stuff now that Nier Automata got popular. So I was just kind of like, I don't know, is this like a Suda game where he's not actually all that like in the development, but they're putting his name on because it'll move copies, or is this actually something that he's written? And this definitely seems like something he's actually written and has a lot of input in, so that's cool stuff. Anyways, sorry about that. That's all I got for you today. So I will see you tomorrow. Until then, have a great night.